Craig's fiddling with some settings. Of course, everybody, if they can't hear me, thinks that I'm talking to them and that they're like, oh, I can't hear you, Lesley. I'm just talking randomly so that it's Craig.
Yeah.
Shall I write a message to them? What do you think? What should I do? What am I writing?
You just keep talking.
Hoping that it will magically start working. I'm running out of ink. So we have fiddled with some of the settings, and we're just wondering if we can get the webcam to start picking up some of the sound. Not really sure what's going on. I bet you the computer needs an update or something. My laptop needed an update earlier today, so maybe that's what part of the problem is. Sometimes it decides to hold us ransom whenever we have got an update that's needed. Should we restart again, or?
No, I don't know why it's not working. Like, everything's working up to the point where it's going to restream.
Okay. So we can see the microphone, but the microphone's not going boop, 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 boop here, is it?
Here.
Oh, DSLR, because it's connected to DSLR.
This is not working.
Okay. So I don't know what that is. Is anyone here talking?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Yay! Oh, we're just talking nonsense then. There's an echo now. That's because we turned on the doodah. Let's turn that off. Oh, hi! See, we should have got the comments. Yay! Woo, woo, woo. Okay, who we got? We have got Bronwyn. Hello! We have got Snowy Splodges. And, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Sorry about the sound issues. Amanda from Pear Blossom is here. Perfect. All sounds good now. Okay, good. Working now. Fix. Way! Everybody do a victory dance. We need to flip the camera over there so that my Heffy doodle is right. All right. So I hope you enjoyed my random chit chat to Craigie while that was all happening. Happy Friday! I hope you've had a good week. We have been busy this week getting ready for Piper's birthday party, which is tomorrow. So we still have some things to do, actually. I don't know when we're going to really do that, between stream finishing and when it all kicks off tomorrow. But anyway, we'll get it all sorted eventually. And yeah, so it's all good. But I wanted to make a birthday card tonight because I have some Hello Sweetums. Where's my... There they are. Hello Sweetums stamps here that I haven't inked up yet, so I'm desperate to do that, of course. And Piper's best friend Sophia is it's her birthday the week after Piper's, and she's obsessed with penguins. Always has been, I'm sure always will be. So I thought, actually, this would be kind of cool to do a birthday themed card using the penguins, just for something a little bit fun. And I also thought that it would be cool to add the magic picture changer from Lawn Fawn into this. So I've actually sketched out a card, and I'm sure it'll make no sense to you at the moment, but let me walk you through it. So what I want to have is kind of like a kitchen counter effect here. So we have a piece of card, this piece of card here going across is like the worktop. And I've pulled out a couple of different pieces of card here. This is a marbly one, which I thought would be kind of cool. It's a bit greeny for my liking though, so don't know if I'm going to use that one. But there's some other textured paper, which, let me zoom in. Can you see it's a little bit textured? It has like a fleck in it. Hard to see. So I thought that might be cool for a kitchen counter. And then for the, is it called a splash back? Backsplash, you know, when Craig has no idea what I'm talking about. The bit on the back, the wall, essentially, the wall. I thought that I could do this by brick, it would be perfect for that. And then we're gonna have over here in the Hello Sweetums Baking Buddies, we've got an oven mitt. So I thought we'd have an oven mitt on the wall, and then some of our little penguins. Bye, Craig. Bye, thank you. Bye, Craig. Thank you for the IT support. Some little penguins getting a bit fiery and having lots of baking fun. And I also, because I've been really into cake decorating at the moment, I thought, hey, it'd be really cool to have a cake in it, but then like the before and the after. And in this set, there is a cake stand and a somewhat finished cake here. So I'm going to attempt to do a naked cake and then a finished cake. And I pulled out this stamp set from Studio Katia, which is called Kobe the Birthday Bear. And there is a number 9, because you're going to be 9, candle with a flame on it. So I thought that I might try and incorporate that into it as well. Lots of things are happening, and I have pulled out my Skull and Cut because I'm probably gonna like fill this little scene with lots of fun goodies. Yay! Hi Mona! Someone has a new haircut. I know. Woo-hoo. I straightened it yesterday for the first time since last week. Yeah. Okay, so I've done a little bit of prepping, and I'm gonna build up this backdrop and then take it from there. And I have done this. Wishing Piper a very happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much. It's been a little bit crazy actually because, well, you know, the whole coronavirus thing. We were supposed to go to a soft play, but well, soft plays are generally full of germs anyway, but on the most part it's fairly innocuous germs. But given the whole situation that's going down around about here, we thought that it's probably not a good idea to tempt fate, really. So we have decided, we only decided yesterday, that instead of actually going to the soft play, we should just invite the kids around here. So all these months of planning has kind of gone whoop, turned on its head, and now there's been some last minute planning having to happen for the house. Nothing like trying to organize a last minute party in your house, especially when I hadn't, you know, when we were going to go to soft play, we were just going to go to the fast food place, so I hadn't planned on feeding all these kids and stuff. So I was like, okay, now we need to make a plan. So be it. Okay, so I like, because I want like a countertop. I really like this style, but I really don't like the color. So I could try and color it a different, I wish it was like white and gray. I'd really like it if it was white and gray, but it's not. So alas, never mind. And then we have a creamy colored, and then this, I guess it's an off-white, and it has some like blue speckles in it. So I think I'm probably actually going to go for this one, to be honest. I think that would be a good option. Let's cut it down for a backdrop. For a countertop. Let's open this up. The virus has made America. What is that? Is that a peanut? Oh, it's made America nuts. Yes, I get it. Well, Craig was supposed to be going to a conference. He was supposed to be in America today in San Francisco, but well, that never happened either, did it? Hey ho. All right. So I also have another piece of card here, which is kind of a creamy color. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, to be honest. But it's laid. That means it has this like texture on it. If I tilt it like this, you might be able to see it, which I thought was really cool texture. And I thought that what we could do is ink it up with the brick by brick stencil. Now, part of me thinks, oh, we should make it grey because bricks are normally grey, but I think I might want to go for red because some people have red in their kitchen, right? The red bricks or something. We could have green. I guess you could have any color, to be honest. What do you guys think? Who all have we got? Lots of happy birthday messages. She's going to love them. I'm going to show her tomorrow. Suzanne says, I love all kind of books. After last week, I ordered myself a David Williams book. Amazing. Yes. It's fun. She had the best time. So last week, I need to tell you this as well. Last week, for her homework, it was research David Williams and basically like write a report type of thing. I think they call it a fact file. You need to present a fact file. And oops, she decided, this is why I wanted washi tape, because the memo tape is wonderful low tag. But sometimes you want a little bit of high tech. So she needed to do this fact file, but we thought that it would be kind of a bit meta if she made a book to present her findings. So she researched it all, and I have my a bind it all machine. Do you guys even remember those? They are hardcore. Festive berries might be a little bit too much, but I'm feeling like a bit much tonight, to be honest. Feeling like I could be a little extra tonight. Painted brick is in. Yes, Judy says yes, so I'm going to go with that. Woohoo! Yeah, so the bind it all basically punches holes, and then it has a thing where you can add the comb binding. I need to be very careful with this festive berries because it loves to migrate. It is so juicy. Ooh, I'm liking the texture already. So on each page, she added some new fact about David Williams. And she told me today that she got into the Sparkle book because of that. So the Sparkle book is when they do something exceptional or noteworthy, and they essentially they're given that like a merit, and they're sent to the headmistress in a good way to share the work. And the headmistress has this Sparkle book, which is, I guess, a collection of exceptional pieces of work, whatever. And if you get if you're in the Sparkle book 5 times throughout the year, you get a head teacher's award. She's very excited. I think that's her 4th time that she's in it. Very exciting. Mona says, we're at home until April. Oh, quarantine. I said to Piper, if everyone's getting quarantined, everyone will be expecting her to do some live streams. She's like, oh, yeah, I'll do that. Today our friends and my hubby's parents are in quarantine. Yeah. Well, there hasn't been like an official decree, for want of a better word, as yet. But I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's probably required, to be honest, to try and get on top of everything. But people are going nuts over here as well. I don't think it's the same degree. The first day or the second day, there was like no toilet paper. And then when I went to there was like the really, really expensive toilet paper, but there was some. But there's been a lot of reports of things like that. We can't get hand sanitizer, hand wash for love nor money. It's crazy. Amanda says, I still have the combining machine too. Yay! The flights are getting so cheap. I'm thinking of flying to Corin's event. You might get stuck. There was a thing saying that British Airways mentioned that this was like the biggest hit to the airline economy way, and it's affected them even more than 9/11. So that's a bit nuts. Okay, so what we got going on here? We have got a splashback. Now we are going to need to create a fake splashback, for want of a better word, on this. We're going to need to stencil that in as well. Once we have stamped our images on here though. And we'll need to do it on this guy as well. But that's okay. So this is going to go here. And this is going to go here. Probably need to move it up a wee bit. We'll trim it down. Something like this. And then I might actually make the countertop a little bit narrower and have like a trim on the end. This, and then we can have the trim on the end here coming down below it if we wanted to do that. And then maybe down here like some illusion work for some cupboards. That'd be fun. Any product that has, oh hold on, DIY hand sanitizer, aloe vera and rubbing alcohol. Any product that has antibacterial in it is non-existent at the moment for sure. I heard that you can fly from the east coast of Barcelona round trip for 200. Wow. DIY toilet paper, your old pattern paper stash that you never use. Absolutely. I said to Craig, worst comes to worst, we've got like a massive stash of doggy poop bags. And he was like, ew. Don't think he appreciated my comment. Okay, let's stamp this little guy. If I can figure it all out. I put all of those in there. Oh, I forgot that. And pull up. And pull down. Okay, pull up and pull down. So down is what it looks like normally. So that's going to be our cake base. Why is that like not? I feel like it's not quite right. Oh, maybe it works better when this is sellotape down or something. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Candy, you're gonna have to keep me right here. Maybe I've done this the wrong kind of way around or something. Just as Craig came out to the craft room, I was just taking a big like deep breath in and then tried to say something and had a bit of a coughing fit, and then he was like, you're not allowed to cough or sneeze or even like go in our house at the moment. Probably in any house, to be fair. B-days are still in stock on Amazon. I'm sure we'll find a bucket or something to do the trick. I told my honey if we got desperate, I would have him get the bunny undertaken for you. Okay, let's see. While that, I'm going to put that down for a second while I get all my stamps ready. And I have my Misty on the go. Okay, so penguins first. I want one with his arms out to the left and one with his arms out to the right. And one with his hands together. I think that would probably be good. I quite like this guy. We'll have to trim him down, but that's probably all we're gonna get from the snowy smooches. Should be snowy splodges, really. No, push in from the front into the slots. Okay, hold on. Push in from the front. Ah, okay. Nope, that doesn't make sense. Like this. Maybe I folded this the wrong way, have I? Oh, I'm all fingers tonight. Should really look up how to do this properly before I start doing a live stream about it. Put that there so you can figure it out. All right. So we're gonna have some flour, or I guess that's wheat or something. I definitely want an icing bag. and a doodah bowl, maybe some Buddha, fat hip hop wrap, spoon, a doodah, and I definitely want an oven mitt. I will want a cake, but I need to stamp the cake on here. Just wing it so we know what not to do. Yeah. Okay, let's give this a go. So I'm not really that keen on the little tiny faces that are on all of these things. Ugh. I'm not a massive fan of that. Okay, I'm going to just condition my stamps with a bit of embossing ink at the moment. Put the slots on the big piece. The slots on the big piece get pushed into the pull tab piece. Okay. While that's drying a second. The slots on the big piece get pushed into the ones behind. Okay. Oh yes, I remember. Like this. The thing that's confusing me is these angled lines over here. Because that sticks out the bottom if I go all the way down. Let's ink this up with a little memento. Okay. And then I'm going to try and remove some of these eyeballs. Okay. So I've wrapped my baby wipe around my fingernail. Sadly, I'm mostly missing my nails today, but very carefully trying to remove some of the eyeballs. Let's see if I can get in here. Okay, we'll give that a go. Hey Katrina, how are ya? I thought I was going to have to stamp that again, but I actually think we can make that work. Okay, so I guess the question is, do I cut it with a scan and cut before I color. I think I might, because otherwise it potentially could all go. It could trim. Oh, Judy says, sorry, I've received my first guillotine trimmer and distress oxides. Yay! I haven't tried them yet, but I'm so excited. I think you're gonna love the oxides for sure. The guillotine, which one did you get? Was it the, is it the tonic one? It's exciting. All right, so I do have a bit of a faint bit of the face on this one, but that's okay. I'm sure my coloring will fix that. Now my mat is not overly sticky, so I do the little trick where add some tape down there. Oh, I've just realized this guy's got skates on, which I don't particularly want, but we'll figure that out. I need tonic to make me a left-handed trimmer. I think they do trimmers, left-handed trimmers, don't they? Okay, bear with me while I get my machine loaded. Not sure how well it's going to scan over here. It looks quite dark. But anyway, before I do anything, I need to change my blade, because we were cutting vinyl earlier. So for Piper's birthday, for party bags, I don't really like plastic nonsense. And I also hate the cheap like plastic toys, or coming home with like a little pack of like coloring pencils and things. I'm sure most people appreciate it, but as you can imagine, in a crafty house, we've any amount of high quality stuff. So the little ones just sadly end up going either in the bin or to the charity or something, like in a box for charity. But I decided that what I would do is what's happening here? What I would do is, oh no, don't delete it. I bought little notebooks, and then I brush lettered on the iPad the names of all the girls, and because it just happens to be all girls. And then I cut vinyl, so I was cutting vinyl with them, with their names, and then sticking it on. So my blade was down at about 1.5. But for this cardstock, we'll need to go a little bit bigger, I think. Okay, cut it out, please. Let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, I was going to scan that again because I had some difficulty earlier. Yes, the 8-inch one. Oh, I love it. Yes. Judy says, oh, I got the 8-inch tonic, but I wanted the 12, but it was out of stock. I hope I like the 8. I like the 8 because you can extend it. There's like a thing underneath the back that you can extend it. But, oh wait, maybe mine's not the 8-inch. Is this the, no, this is the one I have. Is that the 12-inch one? Is that the one you're talking about? I really like it. There we go. I'm just going to press cut and hope that works. Donna's here. She hears the scan and cut. Yeah, beep, beep. Yeah, I really like that one. I didn't want one that was any wider though, because I thought that it would just take up so much room, to be honest. Okay. So Candy kept us right with this, and she says that the frame will cover that bit there. So that's cool. That's fine. We can make that work. We might need to figure out exactly where everything else is going to go. So let's stick this on. Because I'll need to line up that wall, of course. This is the bottom because there's grouting at the bottom, you know what I mean? And I think what I'll do is I'll have a little bit of wall showing up top. And cut that off. Oh dear, I obviously wasn't quite straight at the top, but that's fine. We'll figure that out. Let's see how my little penguins fared. Okay. So I tend to stick some of this tape back down either on the mat or somewhere nearby to get another bit of life out of it. Oh no, I don't know whether it's cut properly. Some of it has. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yes, I like the slimness. I hope to report next week how successful the 8-inch one is. Yay! So, has anybody made some plans for if they get quarantined? Are y'all gonna just craft? I said to Piper if school gets cancelled, then she has to tidy her whole room, clear out all the junk. She was not too impressed about it. All right, let's put this away. Some of these just need a little bit of encouragement. And this guy will need to get cut down, of course. Unless he's making snow angels in the flower. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. So we've got our backsplash. We have our unit. I might actually move it up to this one, to be honest. Yeah. All right. In the middle, we're going to have our magic picture changer. This is the plan anyway. And I thought that I'd have this hanging over here somewhere. This guy, this needs to not touch it, obviously. We'll have a frame involved as well. But where's my guy? This guy will have this The butter will probably just be sitting around. This guy could even be standing on something. Maybe this guy just innocently hanging out. And maybe he can sit in the bowl or something. We'll take off his skates. Could be holding a thing like this. Maybe this guy will trim down and he's just having a whale of a time. How fortunate to have this video technology of quarantine. I know. I was saying to hubby that, oh, with Amazon and Netflix and things, or at least they'll be making money out of it. And he's like, well, you say that, but they will have shows in production, like filming for shows. And that'll probably all have to halt. And I was like, oh yeah, probably will. I think I need a... Nice. Well, maybe we should have used ink for this, because now my work surface is going to be a different color, huh? So I need to also do my frame. My daughter's school is starting spring break early. When they get out today, they're off for 2 weeks. Wow. Awesome. I'm going to cut this out of just some white card for the moment. See what we can do. So we've got some sort of a guide to help us along. I don't even know if 2 weeks is going to be enough though, is it? Okay. This goes here like that. Goes like this. Now we can see the picture in all its glory, so that's cool. Okay, cool beans. And what we could maybe even do is add some of this to the front. We'll just need to do an extra panel. Hoopla. Using that same card. It's more of a heavyweight paper rather than card, to be honest. Okay, so we can use that at the very least for the edges and everything around here. I just want to make sure that I'm going to stamp it in the right place. So let's get my acrylic block, and I'm going to secure this down temporarily, and this will go like this. So let's see. First of all, I want to have a cake, and the cake is going to be sitting on my turntable or my cake stand. So cake first of all, turntable second of all. So actually my first cake I want to be a naked cake. Naked. Let's do this first of all. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to ink it up and then take off the ink. Mangeline says, my work closed down for 2 weeks. I'm not surprised, to be honest, because you're with Efteling, it's large crowds of people, huh? Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. All right. Can I fit this and a cake in there? Probably. Okay, so it needs to be about here. Perfect. Pretend I have a cake about here. Snowy Splodges says, you could you be off longer if things haven't improved by the end of 2 weeks? Not sure yet. I worked like normal only yesterday. Yeah, I think that 2 weeks is like the absolute minimum, but I feel like it's going to depend on whether people actually pay attention to the quarantine, because if they don't, it's not going to, like, it'll not contain it completely. Okay, so the bottom of the cake is about here. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Take off his eyeball. I'm also going to take off a bit of the top of the cake so that I can get that number 9 in there. Oh, missed one of my things. I think one of these have gone on a holiday. This really is what not to do. Come on, I can see you're missing. Where are ya? Oh, you cheeky sausage. Might still work. All right, so that's all right. Let's do my number 9. This 9 is a much thinner kind of stamp, but that's okay. And I'll use my memento marker to just thicken it up a little bit. Just so it's not as noticeable. I think that looks cool. So that's going to be my naked cake, for maybe want of a better word. Naked cake. I decided I didn't have enough time to make a birthday cake for Piper's party tomorrow. Well, actually, I decided that seeing as we're going to somewhere else, it wasn't going to be that easy to bring a cake into like a soft play in a bowling area. So we decided to have cupcakes and individual little boxes for the cupcakes. And now, of course, it's at home. I said to her, I don't think I'm going to have time to make a cake for you. Is it okay if we just go with the cupcakes again? So she was fine with that. She's a good egg. Okay, let's try something here. I'd like to try and get a similar height. So this was like that, but I'm going to kind of turn it around. And stamp the top like so. And join it up. And I think it should have 3 layers. What do you think? Will that work? I think we'll make that work. And then we need this little guy. So that there is a little bit of a gap. Goes like here. It might move slightly. Hey-ho. Oh, it feels like it's moved a lot, but hey, who cares? Oh no, I've done it the wrong way round. This is the before and this is the after. It's so magical though, isn't it? Oy vey. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Oh, I really can't stop doing it. Okay, one more time. Sorry, guys. Need to keep myself right on it. Maybe there's some sort of magical way to line it up that I'm not aware of. Okay, back on track. Put that there. And one of these little guys. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to mention that next Saturday, there is a live crafting event. It's actually run by Tiffany Solario. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce her name, but it's run by Tiffany, and she has organized 24 hours of live crafting streaming. Now, I think last year they did a full 24 hours round the clock, but what they found is that even though all of the viewers love crafting, they actually do need to sleep at some point. So instead of having a full round the clock 24 hours, they're having 12 hours on the 21st and 12 hours on the 28th. Is that the next Saturday? I'm not sure. So I'm actually booked in for the 21st at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, okay, yes, Amanda, please fill in the details where I am missing if you are able to. So you said card making is the first Saturday. So there we go then. So I'm guessing that there's other crafts then the next week. Amanda, are you going to be part of it? I know Corin is just before me. Ah, mixed media. Perfect. Mixed media is the second week. That's good fun. So if you enjoy watching live streaming, you might want to check out the event. You might find some other crafty people that you would like to watch in the future. Okay. No, I need to get in on the next one, says Amanda. Come on, little penguins. Right, I've already forgotten how to do this. You push the big one into the little one. Like so. Up and down. up and down. Let's see if we can use the Misty to make some magic happen. Misty magic. Okay. So up is completed card. Completed cake even. And let's do the... Let's do it backwards. Let's do this first of all. Let me grab some magnets. Here's a magnet in here. Okay, so we'll do... Where is my frame? Okay, I need 2 minutes to tidy up because I'm all over the show. Penguins assemble, because you're going to get lost otherwise. I think I need to get myself another clutter keeper now that that one has its home over by my Scan and Cut. I don't have anything to put my Misty on. Aha, there you're living. So this is going to go on here like this. Perfect. Okay, that will work. So we're going to need one of these on both finished cake and non-finished cake. So let's do that. Did everyone get to hop along for the Friends of the Heffy? Oh yes, good little plug there. Forgot about that. We had a blog hop. Go on over to the Heffy Doodle blog and check out the hop. Yeah, we call it the Heffy Friends hop because it's people who aren't on the design team. I think some of them might have been are what we call special contributors, especially if they haven't been part of a hop recently. But there was some amazing projects, absolutely amazing. So if you haven't hopped yet and hopping is your thing, and winning, winning things is your thing, then you might want to go and check that out. Okay, so I folded this up so it is kind of attached to the top bit there. Beautiful, so beautiful. And I'm actually gonna take another one and stamp. Once I've done my cake on this one. So this is up, so I need completed cake, which I've already lost. Come on, cake, where are you? Cake is back on here, back here. Okay, cool. Let's pop him on here like so. And that is Mr. Completed Cake, where he needs to be. Pop you down there. Get my little just twisted it into a point here. I'm going to try and rub away his eyes and the top of the cake. Okay, so we're up, finished cake, happy days. that work? Yes. Okay, so here's the moral of the story. The Misty is your friend, because I'm not sure that I would have made this work. I think I'm going to have a much cleaner finished product with the Misty than without. Okay, so this guy's actually quite high up the cake, but we'll have to make that too. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to put that down and do another. I just wanted to smooch him a little bit. So I've got in case this doesn't work. And push this down. There we go, there we go, we go. I'm gonna leave this to afterwards because I want to stamp my cake first of all. Clean them up nicely. And then ink the bottom. Remove his eyes. Stamp. Loving it. Clean them off. Now, this is why I had this here, because I'm going to now try and put them upside down on here. I felt like that ran out really quickly. Okay, so now we're going to do the top half of this little dude. Moving his eyeballs again. Thank you, Mr. Flap. You have served your purpose. Ooh, it looks like it's migrated slightly. But we can make it work. You know me, winging it. So I still don't really know what I'm gonna do for the live event, because we'll have some new kids on the block watching. I think we're maybe gonna have to have a 2-layer cake this time rather than a 3-layer. Maybe if I move the icing down to here. There we go. And then we can stamp our number 9. All right. Brilliant. I think we're now going to be placed evenly Awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay, let's put this guy back because we'll need to color some things in now. So this is obviously going to go on our backdrop, and we'll need to put the bricks behind this guy, and then this will go on here as well, I think. Let's see. Love it. So let's put it down first and foremost. And I'm going to just color in my cake. So for my cake, what should we have? I feel like it should be maybe like creamy colors. And maybe we could do like purple layers or something. Because the good thing about frosting, of course, is that you can color any color you want. Nice. Okay, so we've got a cake here, and then the cake stand will need to be the same color on both sides. So let's go for, I feel like I want to go teal. Surprise, surprise. So a little bit of G00 to start off with, and then maybe YG41, I'm not sure. Nope, because it is dead. Let me go grab my classics. A little bit of pistachio, perhaps. All right, I'm just going to use those two colors to do both. And I'm leaving a little bit of a gap at the side to give the kind of the illusion of a light reflection on it. I could come in with a white gel pen, of course. Nice. All right, this is going to be the outside of the cake, and for the number 9, let's go for purple violet. Nope. Nope. Let's go for periwinkle. I don't want the, oops. Nice. And maybe a yellowy cake or a pinky cake or purple cake. So many options. Maybe a blossom cake. Frosting, of course. A little sorbet on the sides. And I think I actually will add some white stripes on it, because stripes is everywhere in the cake making world right now. And then this is going to be chocolate ganache, I think. Dripping down the side. Let's see, what color could that be? Maybe a golden brown kind of chocolate. Probably needs to be darker, to be honest. Maybe an earth brown. I think that's more chocolatey. With a little bit of E37 around the edges. Delicious. So I made cupcakes for Piper today. Did I mention how hard it is to make cupcakes and not actually eat any? Oh. So sad. All right. So we could go for a little, let's trim this down. Uncertain how much will work, so we'll give it a try. So if this belonged here, like so, and we put that there, then we would need to cut along here. Roughly. And this also has the bit that folds around the outside, so we would need to trim that one off as well. So it would go like this. It'd still be off on the color back here though, is the thing. So I'm wondering maybe we should just go for an inked background instead of this textured one. It might be easier to achieve said background. Like this. Hey buddy, you coming in? Hiya. Come on in, come on. Ranger's here, you guys. Come on. Hello. Good boy. Hello, craft dog. You're so cute, Mr. Ranger. All right, I'm gonna put this here, and we're gonna ink all of that background. And I'm wondering if I can stick this down for now. Let's see. Any plans for the weekend, you guys? Or is it all quiet? Tell me what you're doing. Ranger is heading out to his first puppy play tomorrow. Ooh, exciting. Not that he knows, of course. All right, let's attempt to do some brickwork through this. We could even try and fade it into white around the candle. Regretting using festive berries. Gonna be all over my fingers. All right. So now we have to hold this in place for take 2. And in fact, I can use this one for this. Okay. Of course, I cannot forget the frame. The frame also needs to be inked. And the frame goes on something like this. We are gonna get this done, dudes. By hook or by crook, as they say. Okay. So this will actually help trying to line everything up when I'm sticking it all together. I've used white cardstock here, and it's a bit more grayer in the background. It's sort of an off-white color. But I'm not sure if you'll really notice that all that much whenever we have all of our other penguins and accessories there. The other option is that we just cut a slice of white card and stick it on. We do lose our nice texture, but it's not impossible. So it is not there. Nope, nope, nope. There, okay. Oh, that's not right either, is it? Slightly off. Probably twisted my stencil somewhat. Another one. It's not quite that one. Unless it is this one and it's moved, which is also quite possible. Let's forget about it. Okay, I am going to have a slice of white though for the worktop because I think that would work better. Let's measure this up. So 1.5 for my worktop. By 5.5, of course. Ooh, nope, apparently not 1.5. I have miscalculated, maybe 2. There we go. So we lose our worktop surface texture. We can maybe bring it back in though, I suppose, with something. With a color. So what should we go for? Should we go for a light gray maybe? I think a light gray would work. In fact, there's a nice gray. Tailored Expression Sea Salt is a really nice gray. Oh no, something's stopping my thing going in. So we could use that. So first of all, let's stick this down. top of my existing worktop. And I'm actually going to, I think, adhere this. I think I can probably do that now without causing too much drama. Let me just check the comments. I've not seen the comments come through in a little bit, and I feel like it might have done something funky. Just trying to pop out the... There we go. Okay, cool. Just pop this down. Let's stick this all together. I'm gonna just trim off a little corner on those folded in bits because I feel like they're gonna catch. All right. Ranger's snoozing over there. Snoozy boy. Don't know what he's gonna think of this quarantine thing. Can you still take your dog for a walk if you're on quarantine? I'll just need to send him out the front door. Off you go down to the park, play for 10 minutes and then come back. Where we had the soft play booked for Piper's birthday for tomorrow, and I phoned them to say actually we're not going to come. They said that they're following the government directives where it's like business as usual. However, everything is like a ghost town, they said. They said that everything is so quiet, like they've never seen the likes of it. Okay, so this is going to go here where this guy is. And we're going to stick it down like so, and use my good old memo tape to mask off that top area. And in fact, I'll probably use some memo tape to mask off this bottom section too. There we go. I might need a little mask for my cake. And cake stand. My little cake stand. Just to make sure. seeing as we're going to all this trouble, we might as well make sure that it's got a nice mask on there. Our friends were supposed to be coming over on Sunday, but they are in France at the moment, and they're coming home to the UK tomorrow night. I don't think they're gonna make it, to be honest. Or even if they get home to the UK, I'm not sure if they're going to oh, it's probably not wise for them to come over here anyway. Oh dear. Okay, I kind of want that texture that we had before, so I might actually do a little bit of splattering. Or do I have any textures? Let me see. Oh, I have a wooden texture. Ooh, this is a blast from the past. I don't have any distress kind of textures, but I do have wood. I'm not sure. No, I feel like it would be too complicated on getting it perfect the next time around. But we can splatter, I'm sure. Let's get a bit of a paintbrush here. More texture going on. And I might actually go a bit darker with Simon's Smoke ink. There we go, we're getting some good contrast now. Let's push this down. Bring in some of that grey again. Over here. and some more splatters. Let's see what that's like at the end of the day. So that was Sea Salt by Taylor Expressions and Smoke by Simon. I'm wondering if I could do a little bit of a light inking over this with like a tea dye or something. It might take away the stark brightness of that. Let's give it a go. I'll take most of it off. I think that's not as noticeable now. Hey, some more comments are coming through now. Hey, Nancy. Rebecca's here as well. Okay, we are creating a little bit of an epic card situation here. Just trying to make this white background not quite so white. So a little bit of tea dye blended in on top, which I think makes it look perfect. All right. So I feel like I've lost a leg at the bottom. Let's see if I can figure if I can slide it in. Might need to do a bit more inking where it belongs. Yes, here we go. We do need to do a bit more inking where it belongs. Back to my sea salt. Tell you what, guys, I think this card is taking me longer than it normally takes me to make a cake. But sometimes that's just the way it is. Sometimes you just get a card that you want to do. And it is a ponk. A bit more of this smoke so I can get that splatter effect. I don't want it on my beautiful cake though, so. Nice, okay. Unsplattered background. Hey Nancy, are you working tonight, girl? No. Okay, come on in. Why do you don't want to go in? Oh, that's fine. So we have a very stark white bit up here. I'm going to go and continue that inking color just a little bit, so it's not so stark white. Might not even see it really, but who knows. I think we keep losing our bottom section. Supposed to win there, dude. There we go. Let's put a little bit of glue on the bottom here because I think that this is, oh no, I don't know whether it is supposed to do that. We'll just have to do it like this. Okay, so I do need to do my frame, wherever he has gone to, with my gray. That is like this. So let's do the rest of this frame. This is a labor of love, but it's gonna look epic. How are we doing? 11, nearly. I hope Sophia appreciates this card. So for those who wasn't here at the start, this is for Sophia, which is Piper's best friend, who loves penguins. It's her birthday 1 week after Piper was born. So her party is next weekend. For the first couple of years, the two of them had joint birthday parties. But sadly, due to the way that the local area determines which school you go to, they didn't get to go to the same school. So it didn't make sense for them to have joint parties then whenever they had different school friends. Beautiful. Not working tonight. She opened the shop this morning. Brilliant. Yay, you get to hang out. I have this die. I keep forgetting to pull it out. Pull it out, because it's got a pull tab. I know what you mean. All right, we're getting there, dudes. We are getting there. So I know again for the next time not to be doing fancy paper. Just do same old kind of paper. And for this, I'm going to do a little bit of glue up the top here and a little bit of glue down below. Rebecca says, I hope everyone is surviving this week intact. It's been a crazy week. It has been a crazy week. Absolutely has been a crazy week. I feel like it's going to get crazier.